Draft is over. Let's look at the top concerns on this damn depth chart. All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus, and the draft is over. We filled in this depth chart very beautifully. Some starters, some nice depth pieces, but we still got some concerns at some specific positions.
Yeah, we're not, even with all the players we added, this thing is not, but by any means, not every position is loaded. There's definitely concerns on this depth chart. We're going to go over those. Before we do, hit subscribe. It's going to feel so damn good. Like, comment as well. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers, and we can't get there if you don't press that button.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody subbing over the weekend. Got a lot of subs. We're getting closer and closer to 10K. So hit that thing. But let's go with defensive line. I mean, we wanted Kalijah Cansey, maybe a Brian Brissy, and we waited until round 5 to get Mr. Roy.
Yeah, we got Roy here. J Roy is what they call him, I guess. I watched his draft video
Really?
and they select him. Yeah, J Roy they call him.
Like
And they got him listed as a nose tackle here, which is kind of surprising to me. I thought he maybe would move to 5-tech, but we'll see how that all shakes out. A lot of these guys are interchangeable on the line, but he's really all we added. And there's no real studs, elite players on this line. Harrison Phelps is the closest thing to that. We were kind of hoping for that guy who could take over from the interior. We didn't get him yet. So this is still probably the biggest area of concern on this team as far as just a pure talent position and an aspect to it. And I think it will probably be our biggest need heading into the 2024 draft.
Yeah, we started off with the biggest one by far. I mean, we did sign Dean Lowry. We know he's going to be good. He's not going to be great. Phillips, Tonga. I mean, Roy, as he should, is the third nose tackle on our depth chart right now. I would hope he supplants Mr. Bullard, but I like Roy, but it does not solve our issue one damn bit.
No, I mean, it was one position we could double dipped at. Just to add some more talent there, we didn't do it. So it got better. It's still an issue.
So defensive line. Let's go to another on the defense side of the ball, inside linebacker.
Yeah. And again, everybody's fired up with Ivan Pace Jr., but we got to remember, I mean, I love Ivan Pace. I love the way he plays the game. He was an undrafted free agent, so he has an uphill climb to make an impact, even though what a signing. What a damn signing.
Yeah, I mean, he is a good signing. He's got special teams written all over him, even if he makes a squad. Long term, maybe is a nice situational pass rusher. Go get after that quarterback. But inside linebacker, we got Hicks and we got Asamoah, which is fine. But behind them, we got Troy Reeder and Troy Dye
and William Quinecue.
That's the scary part there. If one of these guys go down, and Asamoah, as excited as we are about him, very unproven, barely saw the field. So it's nice to get excited about him. We have no idea what we have there. So inside linebacker, Trenton Simpson was there early, and we traded back. So we had an opportunity, just didn't do it.
Yeah. So Drew Sanders wasn't still there when we traded back, was he? I don't think so. I think he was finally taken. But yeah, I mean, that's a position didn't add to until after the draft. Again, Jordan Hicks wasn't great last year. Everybody wanted him off the team. They re-signed him. All of a sudden, everybody started liking him again. And Asamoah, like you said, big unknown. We love the game he had, that first game against the Giants, flying over the field, making plays. That's what he can bring, that element to this Vikings defense. A lot of energy, a lot of passion, a lot of fire, and he can cover a lot of ground. So expectations are sky high for Asamoah, and if he stays healthy, we might be just fine. But like you said, if one goes down, this thing gets thin real fast.
Yeah, I mean, picture this. We had one of the best inside linebackers in the NFL, and he's gone. I mean, we moved on from him. So Asamoah's got some big old shoes to fill. So inside linebacker, big time. Let's go to the offense. Let's go to the interior offensive line, our guard position, where, we're set with Ezra, we're set with Ed Ingram. But again, we got Schlotman and Chris Reed.
Yeah. Again, and you're looking at overall quality here. It's a little bit horrifying. Look at Schlotman. He came in, he did okay. Brandl's raw. I mean, all these players that are on the depth here had not had a lot of snaps for the Vikings. So you looked at Andrew Voorhees sitting there late. He could have been a perfect red shirt kind of guy that you get, and you just let him heal up, add him, and let him compete down the road. But Ed Ingram's still very raw. He did start every game last year, but I mean, he never really
got better.
Got over that hump, you know. He's never really got over the hump. So
better down the stretch. I mean, he's never really got over the hump. So better down the stretch. I mean, his PFF scores absolutely back that up where he got better. We're hoping he takes a big leap. But Ezra Cleveland, free agent next year, they were sniffing around Bradford from LSU, so they definitely wanted a guard. Maybe just the right one wasn't there. So next year, just like defensive line, I think guard is going to be pretty damn high.
Yeah, and that all depends too, you know, what Ingram does in year 2, and if they decide to keep Cleveland around too. So to do that, it might not be as big of an issue, but you know, Bradbury too is not one to watch. If he struggles, he only, you know, it's a very team friendly deal. They can move on from him after this year too.
Remember when Juice Scruggs went in round 2?
It was awesome.
That was insane. Awesome. All right, let's finish this thing off. Back to the defense side of the ball, and we got cornerback as a little bit of a scare.
Well, it's a scare because it's just pure youth at this position after Byron Murphy and inexperience. And we added 2 players to it in Jay Ward and Mekhi Blackman. They're going to get probably thrown into the fire. I mean, they're rookies. And then we have Andrew Booth Jr., basically a rookie, barely played last year, couldn't stay healthy. Caleb Evans, same situation. We did bring in Joe Juwan Williams, so don't forget about him. But this is a very young and inexperienced group, so there's going to be some growing pains here. You added a bunch of pieces to it, but there could be some bumps along the way here as these guys mature.
Bumps, hate bumps. Bumps are never a good sign. But Booth, Andrew Booth had 105 snaps as a rookie. Caleb Evans had 162 snaps as a rookie. Byron Murphy is going to be man in that nickel spot with Jay Ward. I mean, we drafted him, but he's going to just be Byron Murphy's backup, basically. I mean, he's not going to play safety. That's where he's going to go. And I mean, Caleb Evans is like a concussion away from like retiring. I don't know. I mean, how many do you have last year? 3? This is just very, very unproven. And even if we got a first round, let's say we took Joey Porter, it would probably still be on the list, but at least you got like that first round guy that could come in and do it. And we waited until round 3.
The end of round 3. It was basically a round 4 pick. It was after comp picks. It was a very late 3rd rounder, but you know, the Vikings like this guy. He's a perfect fit for the system. Mekhi Blackman, he's got the dog in him. So the dog might have to come out and start barking and urinating and humping on things because that's how bad we need that dog.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see these guys out there. It's gonna be a roller coaster, but my guess is we're gonna see some glimpses of just holy shit, these guys could be good, and then also gonna be like, oh shit, they're rookies. I mean, it's gonna be a roller coaster back there. Hope for guys up front can get after it.
Yeah, and that's going to be key, creating that pressure, make things easier on this young back end, because every team's going to know that the Vikings secondary is very inexperienced, and they're going to be throwing heavily on everybody who's not named Byron Murphy.
Hitman's going to be out there whipping these guys into shapes. Let's go. Come on, let's go.
Well, that's a great point because we're going to need him out there being a field general and a coach on the field, making sure these guys know what's coming, what to look for, and where to line up.
Yeah, Hitman takes a pay cut, comes back. That is the key to our secondary is him.
It's huge. It's huge. It's absolutely huge.
All right, let us know in the comments what position scares you heading in next season. You know what? It's not done yet. They could still look at the free agency road.
They could definitely do that. And who knows? That's maybe a future video that we may just tackle ourselves here coming up. So yeah, guys, I don't have a fact. I need to replenish my facts. So keep your skull in your hole.